Welcome to Super Simple Anatomy and Physiology with Crazy Dr. Krauss. That's me. Chapter 1 of Super Simple Anatomy and Physiology. And this is a really important chapter, not because of the content that's in it. Well, the content's important, but it's not basically anatomical or physiological content. It's about how to build a solid foundation of understanding. And if you really want to understand A and P, you've got to know medical terminology. And there's some great programs out there online. Dean Vaughns' Total Retention of Medical Term is one that I recommend. I love it. It's fun, and it really works. I've used it out in the business community doing consulting work. And then I want to talk to you about, as Super Simple does in Chapter 1, it was originally 7, now it's 9 keys to learning. REVVCCAMM, R-E-V-C-A-M, like a revolving camera, like if you had your smartphone camera on a merry-go-round or on a turntable or whatever. And R stands for repetition. It's a key to learning. You got to go over and over stuff. Okay, you can't just listen to Crazy Krauss, as fun as that may be and as helpful as it may be. You've got to do work. And I'm going to give you some guidance so that you're going to end up with a super simple Word doc learning atlas that'll be your own personal creation that's going to be invaluable to you. But it's going to take some work and some time and energy on your part to do that. So repetition, the E in REVVCCAMM is emotions, either good or positive emotions. What you want to stay away from is boredom. And then the V, there are actually 2 V's. There's visualization with anatomy, that's pretty obvious, and there's vocalization. When you get your copy of Super Simple from Cognella, you need to be reading out loud. You need to read to other people. Read to your cat, read to your dog. When you're babysitting, read to your 2-year-old niece or nephew. Reading out loud, vocalizing really helps you understand. And then the C, there are 2 C's, concepts. We're going to focus on concepts rather than the details, like what is protein synthesis, not memorizing the nucleotide-based sequence for stop and start codons in messenger RNA. And then the second C is collaboration. Work with somebody, get a study group, get a study buddy. Teach each other. You really want to understand something? Teach it to somebody else. The A is association. Associate new information to stuff you already understand. Like the cardiovascular system in the body. It's a transportation system. It's got vehicles, something that provides energy as an engine, and highways, vessels that those vehicles run on. Vehicles, blood, engine, heart, highways, vessels. We'll get into a lot more detail with that down the road. And then 2 M's, movement. Research shows that when the human body is moving, when you get up and you move around, your brain works better. So get off your ass and move around. Walk and talk with a study buddy. And then the second M is memorization, because there's memorization in learning almost anything, whether it's a foreign language, how to play the piano, how to get a golf ball. But memorization by itself is not learning. So REVVCCAMM, focus in on REVVCCAMM. And then Chapter 1 talks about the scientific method, which I want you to know something about, especially if you're going into a clinical setting. And it highlights the H2O sheet, which we'll talk about in Chapter 3 in detail, and POSS, P-O-S-S, physiology on a single page, which we'll get into later. Till next time, Crazy Krauss, out.